The BMW M5 badge has been around for over 30 years, and over that time has built up a heavyweight reputation. It's been the benchmark for the super saloon class for pretty much all of that time, but when the 604 bhp Mercedes-AMG E63s appeared last year, it seemed that Mercedes finally had a proper answer to the Bavarian beast. Now though, the 6th generation BMW M5 has arrived in the UK, and it's ready to show the E-Class who's really in charge. There's a new 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with 592 bhp and 750 Nm of torque and a new 8-speed automatic gearbox. It's a definite step on from the last model and enough to challenge the E63. Another key change is that the M5 is now four-wheel drive, after decades of rear-drive only models. It means the car can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. A few years ago we thought the only cars capable of that kind of pace would be lightweight missiles like the Caterham 7, but the clever drivetrain on this new M5 means it's now possible in a 2-ton family saloon. We can confirm that the acceleration is as incredible on the road as it looks on paper, too. The fact that power is now also sent to the front wheels adds off-the-line traction and means there's a bit of extra security in tricky conditions, but unlike some four-wheel drive systems, the M5's doesn't take away from the driving experience. Most of the time the M5 feels like a rear-wheel drive car with all the benefits that brings to the way it feels on the road, but there's help from the front wheels when needed as well. It's a shame the steering is a bit light and short on feedback, but the BMW does feel more agile than you'd expect given how big and heavy it is. Selectable driving modes mean you can add weight to the steering if you want, but it still feels artificial. You can also choose between 4WD, 4WD Sport and 2WD modes for the drivetrain. The M5 gets progressively more driver-focused as you toggle through them, with the last mode being only for use on track, as 592 bhp is a lot to be sending to just the rear wheels. You can also choose from 3 modes each for the steering, suspension and engine, these getting progressively more sporty, too. Then there are 6 different gearbox modes you can toggle through using a switch on the shifter, 3 for automatic mode and 3 for sequential manual shifts. The BMW's incredible performance and sweet chassis mean that whatever mode you're in, it's a true driver's car, so much so you could forget you're driving a large saloon. But that's exactly what it is, so the fact that in comfort mode the suspension is soft enough to remain comfortable on UK roads is a huge plus. This really is a supercar you can commute in every day, although the large alloy wheels mean the low-speed ride is a weak point, as it's a bit choppy over potholes around town. The BMW M5 certainly softer in comfort mode than the Mercedes-AMG E63 is in its softest setting. On the motorway the Mercedes feels fidgety and never quite settles down, but the BMW manages to stay relaxed and is a better companion on longer trips. But something that makes the Mercedes really stand out is its V8 engine. It's more characterful than the 4.4-liter V8 in the BMW, so even though the performance in both cars is closely matched, it's more fun to put your foot down in the murk. Still, the M5 driving experience overall more than makes up for the slight lack of drama when you squeeze the throttle, and it's not like the BMW M Division engine is dull by any means. The BMW also has a much better driving position, so it's comfortable to sit in no matter what sort of driving you're doing.